since I helped design internally in NSA the programs that they're using to spy on everybody in the United States and the world, I felt a little responsible for what was happening, so I thought that I should at least address this to the government, the U.S. government, to say they're violating the constitutional rights of everybody in the country. And what they did originally was keep it all as a covert program. That meant they could limit who knew about it in Congress, and also they limited the number of people in the judiciary that knew about it too. That's how they tried to terrorize everybody and fearmonger about terrorism, and the next attack is just around the corner and things like that. And that's how they manipulated people and coerced them into agreeing to it. And once they were agreed to it, they were co-opted in. And they were doing this with the leadership of Congress and with the senior judge, starting in January of 2002, with the senior judge at the FISA court. So, and then once they got them co-opted in, they had a defense in all branches of government. So, and they kept it all secret and lied about it publicly. So they kept the entire electorate uninformed, and they kept most of Congress uninformed. So that meant they were lying to everybody. And that's still going on today. I mean, they were talking about it. Hayden keeps saying things like, well, this is not about content. We never collected content. Well, that was a lie from the beginning. I mean, that's why Thomas Tam told the New York Times what he did, and he was the source of the New York Times article, because he was seeing all the source information coming from content, translation of phone calls and things like that, in requests coming from the FBI to go to the FISA court. Well, they weren't supposed to have that data until they went to the FISA court to get a warrant in the first place. So it was obviously illegal wiretaps. So those things were going on all the way from 2001 up. It was content and metadata. I mean, that's why they had to build Bluffdale, because they need, with metadata, the storage required to store all of that for everybody in the world for 50 to 100 years in every domain of communications and transactions between people would take something like a room of the size of 20 by 40 foot. The rest of that was for content. And they'd been lying to us and duping us and actually manipulating everybody in the country to go along with this all along. And so, I mean, even in spite of the fact that I've been talking about it, well, I had no credibility because I was a disgruntled employee. This is the character assassination, they go through. In the case of Russ Tice, he was mentally disturbed, Or in other cases, they were criminals or something like that. So they try to change the narrative to keep it away from the secret, unconstitutional activity they've been saying. I mean, they try to say it's legal, but they never tell you it's constitutional, because they don't allow and won't allow, as best they can, they're trying to keep it out of the Supreme Court, any constitutional challenge to this process that they're going through, which is spying on the U.S. people. I mean, that's the violation of the Constitution that I've been objecting to. And so, as far as I'm concerned, the people of the United States, and even the Congress of the United States would never know about this without whistleblowers. If you didn't have a whistleblower telling you this, like me or Kirk or others, you would never know. And that's the way the government really wanted to keep it. They wanted to keep it silent, to keep you so they could manipulate and control the population of the country as well as the Congress. So this is not an informed electorate, and this is not a democracy. We're being manipulated. Thank you.